Hey everyone, it's Tracy with Weaver Design Company, and today I wanted to react to this video from Sanborn Construction Group. They're out of Michigan. I've really enjoyed watching their channel. They find some interesting projects to look at, and this is one of them. And you'll have to let me know at the end what you think, like what would you do with this property. So let's go here.
So it's a one bedroom, no bath. I think it's alive.
What's up, guys? We bought a barn. Just kidding.
It's a barn. So at first glance, you would think you would be looking at the back of this property. To me, it's backwards. I don't know why, but this is the front, and you walk in through this weird little porch thing, and then you would think the kitchen and dining room would be there, but they can't really figure out what the purpose of this layout is. And you can see where the original barn stops, and then they added on again, whoever did. And this is a really good example of somebody who probably didn't pull permits, and they just kept adding on to their house or barn or whatever you want to call it. So let's keep going.
This is a house one of our clients just got out here in one of the decent suburbs around here, so the value on it should be pretty good. Now, I've not been to this house, but Frank has been to this house, and Frank said we definitely want to get this one on camera. So I think there's probably some surprises inside that we're going to want to see, but it's only one way to find out. Let's go see. I don't know why, but I expected that to be open.
I kind of did too.
So that was the porch they walked through, or whatever you want to call that. And then this is the barn portion. And to me, this opening here in this wall, that's the original exterior of the barn. And then the rest of it, they just Frankensteined it together is what I call it.
So if you can make sense of this one, I'll give you $1. Because Dave's probably seen 1,000 houses, and he's walking around going,
Back in 25, they got a stop work order. So, you know, that's great to see, which means there's probably permitting and a bunch of condemnation and other types of issues that we're not aware of yet.
Yeah, so that's probably not good. So whoever was in there probably pulled a permit, but then they didn't know what they were doing and got told to stop. So this is the other half of the porch. So I assume maybe that's laundry, or maybe that was the bathroom. They're trying to figure out where the bathroom was originally. And then if you'll notice, I mean, all the plugins are lowered here. So was this the living room? Why is this window a little higher off the ground and, you know, not as tall? Who knows?
Dave is shaking the whole wall.
be careful.
You'll see why in a second.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's stable.
Look at this.
That's very steep.
Don't skip to the main event. You got to see all the other fun stuff.
Well, so fortunately, we do have the sheet this time. People talk about all the time about us not having the sheet on us, but we do have the sheet. So I'm guessing new floors.
Ding.
Safe guess. So we got that one. So,
Okay. This is a crawl.
oh boy.
The furnace is down there.
Yeah. And if you'll notice, okay, these stairs right here, these are not to code whatsoever. It's more like a ladder. You might need a harness to get up there. Typically what you want, how I remember stairs is 7-11, so 7-inch rise, 11-inch run. But obviously those are not code. They never would have passed. So yeah, it's, who knows what they did.
That sucks for
Look at
Isaac.
this. Look at this awesome closet.
To me, like right here would have been a good spot for a bathroom. The window's small, and you know, maybe they took out a tub right there or something, but and then covered the floor with plywood. But they do make a point that there's really no indication of plumbing. So where the bathroom was and the kitchen was a complete mystery, and maybe there wasn't one.
That's nice. That's pantry, because that's kitchen.
You're right,
It's a
pantry.
pantry.
My bad.
So you also have to take note of where these stairs are in relation to the second story, if you want to call it that. It's more of like a loft. The stairs are going to have to move somewhere else, obviously, and my opinion is that they're going to have to turn them in order for those to even fit properly.
Pantry. So where's the kitchen?
You're in it.
Are you sure?
No? Now, the reason these boards are probably here is because if you look there, there's a hole. This is probably all weakage. Because this is newer subfloor. But none of this is permitted. I'm confident.
Yeah.
Hence the stop work order.
So when Tristan came here, he goes,
Oh boy.
when you get to that house, watch out for that big hole in the floor that's got a 5-foot drop. To know.
Yeah, so there's like a random hole in the floor, and later you'll see there's a surprise in it. And also, they bring up the fact right here. To me, this is the original exterior of the barn. There's no bottom plate, so these 2x4s are just like hanging out. They're not attached to anything, and that's why the wall is moving. And it makes me think also there was a window here at one time. So we'll keep going.
Oh, where? I can't get down to the ladder.
Well, but like, why?
Why?
Yeah. Why would you build
That's
it
the first thing I said is why.
this way?
And then I was walking around going,
Oh my god, you know what else? None of these have bottoms.
no, this is that.
I almost wonder, this to me looks like maybe it would have been kitchen because the outlets are higher. I don't know though. It's weird.
Oh, that's the
This
floating
is
wall.
the floating wall.
Yeah,
So
so that's
for reference,
crazy.
there should be wood.
There should be a
along the
plate
bottom of
there.
this.
Yeah, no,
And there just is
not
none.
needed.
I think there was a
I'm thinking
window
that
there.
This is where the house stopped, the original. No, maybe not,
I
because
don't
look at the
think
roof
so.
line.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe it stopped there?
No, I think this is original.
I think that's original, but
I don't know.
My god. I don't know if you're getting it on camera, but
Now that you're at this part of the house, where's the bathroom?
it's a good question.
Where's the
knows?
bedroom?
How many bedrooms is this supposed to be?
What's the sheet? 1, 2. So
Did you have a plan for this?
we drew one out.
Okay.
But when I walked through here, I'm like, well, there's no utility room unless we're just going to use the washer and dryer in that room over there.
What do you mean you got the in
There's no kitchen. There's
these guys crack me up. But this is a really good example of why, if you've actually bought an investment property, to have somebody come out and measure it and see what you can come up with for a layout. This is a perfect example, and they probably do that.
no bathroom.
So.
This obviously is a kitchen, living room, something, I think.
This feels like kitchen, living, dining.
I bet
all
that
here.
was
It would have to be.
So we are going to put
Some sort of
a
kitchen.
dormer off the back of this. It just gets better the more you get into it.
But this has to be kitchen, living, dining. Right?
It is.
I love how you're just answer the question. Yeah, I'm thinking, but
But there's no plumbing anywhere.
well, if you think about it, if you did cabinets right there, you can't do a turn.
No. I'm thinking you'd
There's
do
no
it.
room
Cabinets would be here.
for living room. I
Well,
mean, for a kitchen.
yeah, and
But
then
what about this?
and then this would be dining.
'Cause this is a load bearing wall.
I think this would be dining, and I think this would be living.
You have the
It's pretty small, so I'll be curious to see how they come up with a layout for that. And then they head upstairs, which it's really steep.
Yeah.
Like,
2 closets, his and hers.
right.
That's an upgrade.
So it's a 1 bedroom, no bath. It's a 1-0.
it's pretty
Yeah.
small, but you can see it looks like they have sheetrock, so it's been done, I would say, not recently, but you can tell they added on within the last few years. But I'm curious on the ceiling height, because for code you need 7 foot for a bedroom to pass.
Well, but so the finished plan is what?
Finished plan is 2 bed. And now that we were going to do it, the bathroom was going to be here, but we had the bathroom at the far end of the bedroom as an ensuite, but we can't do that.
No, it's gonna have to be in the middle.
We don't know the plan yet. Because we've also got to get through that wall at the ceiling height. Because this is like a barn. So we may be modifying and putting the bathrooms. I don't know where we put the bathroom because this is a bedroom.
Well, I don't know, but I'd imagine you need 3 bedrooms out here to hit a number.
Well, where we get the other bedroom from?
Yeah, so they're trying to figure out how do we lay this out, and yeah, it's pretty hard. So let's see here. Then they're talking about moving the stairs.
And then immediately,
Turn right, yeah.
where do you look at the door? How do you put a door here? Because you're
Well, my question is, if somebody was actually using that for a bedroom, how were they getting anything up the stairs, let alone around the corner? I don't know that you could get a mattress up those stairs and around the corner, so I think the stairs need to be completely relocated. And this is the original exterior for the barn, and then beyond that is the addition. So they're going to add on to that, I assume, because there's no other way you can get that many rooms out of just what's there.
your door is this wide.
Well, if we're bumping
So
out,
we're gonna have to change these stairs.
You
We
can't.
obviously have to change the way the stairs
You
go.
don't have room.
You gotta
gotta go
move
somewhere.
them.
Unless you're gonna do a, what's it called?
A landing,
Yeah.
come up and, I don't know,
Stairway, like along the wall.
have it come up over
From the
here.
front door, 2 steps up to a landing, and then the stairs going this
Just
way.
if the stairs come up here, but look at the way this wall is.
Yeah.
So the stairs
Right.
have gotta be kicked up.
They may just have to frame that straight, and you're gonna lose that much, but what else can you do?
Over to here. So because of this crazy ceiling,
Yeah, unless you're gonna somehow bump this out.
because that makes your, I mean, you're probably right here,
What, that's like 2 feet.
so isn't into the basement.
Yeah, otherwise you're
Then
going
they
down
go
5 feet.
downstairs.
It's a hell of a run down there. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 courses a block.
That looks like, I don't know if they were trying.
So that's looking towards the front. That doesn't really resemble a front.
Trying to make that a bathroom, and they got a tub in there, they got the surround. They got a big old window.
Like,
It could be a master bedroom,
this could be a bedroom
yeah.
Yeah.
with a nice little walkout.
But the thing is, I think we need it for,
They'd probably have to have hallway, of course, and then just frame it off completely, and then maybe that's the closet.
the stair run, unless the stair run,
No, take it this way.
it comes up
Well, that way.
that way, yeah, I know what you mean. There's some,
And you can make this kitchen
mhm.
just along this, and then
And
move
then you
the
think
step.
run the stairs,
Yeah, either to this wall or
or
this
that
wall,
wall, you
and then make that your living.
know.
Because this could be a kitchen with a little kitchenette. If this is all well, and if this is all opened up, you could do a bar top here.
And maybe they do this, I don't know, do the stairs right here and do the kitchen here along this, but then what do they do with this giant hole in the floor?
Here, so imagine this wall's just gone.
Mhm.
Like where Dave is, the kitchen could
Right.
L, and then if you wanted to, on this end, you could put a bar top because this is your bedroom.
So this is what they're trying to do, which I don't know how they would get rid of this wall right here because it's, like I said, I think it's a part of the original barn. But I guess they could use a beam. And then here again, make this master bedroom, and then this could be closet here. But I don't know, I would probably move the stairs over here. And then you have at least all of this for living room. It's pretty weird. That's one I would have to think on to see what is possible.
Where Trent's standing would be
It's
kitchen
hard.
and dining. This wall would no longer be here.
You know,
You
this
could
is,
do an
this is,
L kitchen with a bar top, and you might have to do a floor plan of this. And then you would have living room here,
a bath.
and then a half bath and a laundry room in this front
Yeah.
addition.
Yeah.
That would make it functional.
And it's still a good size.
And then you could put 2 bedrooms upstairs with a bathroom in the middle.
And then a master bedroom back there.
Right now you go to a 3 1.5 from a 1 0.
Right. I told you this one was interesting.
I mean, that's my best guess. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know if you can.
There's not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of option. No, you just LVL that and it's done.
So then they go outside
That's fine.
to this garage.
What's the problem?
That's just for ventilation.
They
This
cut the
garage is
door
bigger
on the.
than the house.
Well,
This is
why is it so low in here?
There's no floor.
They haven't poured the rest of this slab.
That's what I was just about to say. You're gonna have to pour. God, look at this too.
I know,
From that corner to here.
it's never gonna pass inspection.
I guess
So,
at least
I don't know
it's
if you can
framed
tell
well.
on camera, but look at that corner. There's about this much.
This distance between here and here.
Yeah. Oh God, they probably are the original timber.
Yeah, it's like, look how thick that is.
It's 100 up, and that'll pick the rest of the stuff up.
Yeah.
But TBD.
I'm just a little exhausted already.
I don't know how a car would fit in there.
I
So
bet
yeah,
you
here's the
original-
back portion, and this is the part that was also added on. And it makes me think that wall goes all the way down, but if they can put a beam there, then that's great. But it makes you wonder, like, should you just tear this thing down? And also, this looks like it was a porch, maybe, and this was a door originally. I don't know, that's kind of weird too.
It was a barn. And as the area got more dense and dense and dense, it became a house.
God, what are you doing?
But you're missing soffit and
Oh, siding and everything.
yeah.
It's flat roof, so I'm sure the rolled roof is messed.
Ah,
This is
that's
pitching,
true.
so this is garbage.
Did we bring the drone?
Yeah.
We'll put the drone up too, so you guys can see the roof on all this stuff. Because this, like we said, is architectural. But
Yeah, so here's obviously the roof, and you can tell right here that's the original. And I don't know, it's to me, it's like, should we just tear it down and start over? And maybe you just do one level and make it make sense. But you can kind of see, I don't know if those are like old roof vents, so that's what makes me think this might have been a bathroom at one point, but who knows, really.
this is flat roof, and I don't know if that we've ever really showed you much of a flat roof other than on the big apartment buildings.
So yeah, they're talking about, I think, extending the second floor this way to get another bedroom out of it, but that's where they're going to have to move the
So
stairs.
we'll put the drone up later, and you guys can see that.
And why are we trying so hard?
That's warranty.
So they
The
talk about
fun
the
of it
concrete
is
and all that.
fixing it. I mean, if you didn't like that part, then you shouldn't do it.
100%.
However, wow. Every once in a while, there's a wow. This is a wow.
This thing should just be a bulldozer.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, the thing is,
How
keep
they
in
let it
mind,
get to this point.
right, I don't know how the city let it get this far in the first place, but something to keep in mind, it was a 1-bedroom, 0-bathroom house. So we probably paid nothing for it. It's in a nice suburb here, so the values are there. It's being converted to a 3-bedroom, 1.5. So considerably more functional. We're gonna, over this, when we put the drone up, you'll see it, but over this, you're gonna get a full second story.
Yeah, so they're gonna add on to this, and I'm curious if it makes sense to just completely redo that section too, and just frame it all as one long gable instead of a barn, or are they gonna match the barn? So I'm curious as to what they're gonna do with that.
The whole way out from that window upstairs. So I mean, we are increasing the square footage by quite a bit, increasing the functionality by quite a bit. There's a lot going on here. So when you look at the numbers of it, and they paid nothing for it, they put 100 or 150, whatever it is, into the remodel, and it's worth 300. There's some money to be made there. So while we're joking and laughing,
It's a beautiful yard.
yeah, I mean, look at the house next door. It's a fantastic looking house. They've got this nice stamped concrete patio, the basketball hoop. I mean, it's a nice area here. So they'll definitely make their money. We're laughing around, joking. It's a up house, and it definitely is.
Yeah.
But you got to buy the up house.
I'm just curious, so, that's just what they can see. As I've said in other videos, what if the electrical's not great? What if the plumbing is terrible? If there is any plumbing, all of those things go into the costs of what you can't even see. So,
In order
Yeah,
to make
do
the
you
money.
keep it or not?
So if you want to invest in some up houses and make some money, yes,
Hey, wait,
exactly.
click here. It sounds getting better.
Scan the QR code here or click the link in the description, and we'd love to help you.
that's funny.
But And either way, they couldn't afford to complete the project, so they just sold it off rather than trying to unravel the nightmare they created for themselves. So,
Yeah.
you know, being that we're licensed builders with all the licensed trades under us and everything else, I mean, we can put this mess back together, but that's more than likely how it got to this state.
I think it's alive. The raccoon.
Nah,
Look.
I don't want to look.
It comes
See
with
it
a
right there?
raccoon, you
No,
guys.
I don't see
Right there. Right there. You see it? Oh, yeah, I do.
Do you?
Look. There it is, and it moves in a second.
I don't see anything.
Oh, it's moving.
It moved.
Let's go.
No, wait, I want to see it.
You don't see it?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
Okay.
alive. No, it's alive. It's right there.
You see
Surprise.
its tail, Dave?
Yeah.
Otters and raccoons.
yeah.
Well, you know, at least we weren't the only ones who looked at it. I mean, this is kind of crazy.
I told you this one was a trip.
But, like I said, I actually think financially I could see why it makes sense. Because if you can get a 3.5 out of this is probably worth 300 grand.
It should be like this thing over here where it says, if you don't want to invest,
Correct.
click here.
I've seen worse.
This is up there. This is up there.
Well, but again, we're going from one bedroom, 0 bathroom to 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Who has 1 0? A 1 0.
This guy had 1 0.
I think if it were me, I would probably rip this off and do a really nice gable entry to this section so that it has more room. And then maybe they can add a bathroom into that, because I feel like it has a lot of room to come forward and it's kind of a lot of wasted space there.
Tune in
So,
6 months and see where we are.
not only that, pest control, I guarantee you, is not on that sheet.
No.
Because I guarantee you, when the estimator was here, we'd have heard if there were raccoons.
Well, that and, I mean, there's a fair amount of trees and
Yeah.
there's no concrete on the bid.
So
Yeah,
pest control, we're definitely gonna have to do. There's no concrete,
No.
that's a lot of concrete to redo, front and back.
right? You know what though? This is a flip. So for a flip, this concrete doesn't matter.
So unless you want to buy it.
What about the front porch?
Well, that's not a front porch. That's a laundry room.
It could be a front porch.
I told you this was a good one.
This is a good.
Add on,
this is
make a
good one, you're
porch.
right.
I think
Yeah,
that
so
would
that's
look
a
really
no.
cute.
So this is.
Because if you notice, like right beside it is the garage, so it's already set back a long ways for some reason. Maybe there was a house here originally and that was just a garage or something, this portion, and then they had to tear that down. I don't know. Just
Dave's
speculation.
Yep, Dave, this has got your name all over it. You. Anybody doesn't know, welcome David to the channel.
David is a project manager for us.
Here's-
So this is his problem.
Now you won't see David anymore.
Turns out Dave put in his 2 weeks. It's his last day.
Yeah, so he's the guy that has to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Fortunately, if it's a flip, we're in a nice suburb. I don't really.
Yeah, see how far back this house is set back? That to me is weird in itself. And I don't know if this, I assume that's not even part of
I
this.
think this driveway is going to matter.
I don't know.
Where does it, you're the number guy, where does it make sense to where it made more sense to just tear it down?
Yeah.
Okay, so. I don't want to let me actually find the numbers. So he paid $80,000 for it. We're spending $100,000 on the rehab.
180.
So with commissions and title and lending and all that, we're probably 200 grand into it. The closest comparable comp sold for $315 last week. So if he's all in at 200 and he sells at 315, still makes 100 grand.
I don't know. I think it would probably cost more than $100 to fix all of that and add on, but maybe it's a different area and their costs are different.
That's a good buy.
Where do you draw the line on?
Yeah.
I think
Should
I
it have
would
been tore
do.
down and rebuild?
I think if it was me, it wouldn't have been financially possible because they paid 80 for it.
So you'd have to pay 80.
So if you
and
paid
then
another
spend
200 to
another-
build it,
well, yeah,
you're
right.
at 300.
That doesn't make sense. You're right. Okay.
So like I said, the comps, I just pulled them up. I'm a broker too. We have a full real estate team. I'm a broker too. So I pulled it up on my phone. The comps are 315 as of a week ago. So if he's all in just under 200, and let's say he sells at 300, it's an $90,000 profit.
So for those of you out there who do investing, do you think that would be worth it? Or would you keep it and rent it? Would you flip it? Or would you tear it down? That's kind of my point to this video today, is like he was saying, where do you draw the line for what's in investing, and what's going to cost more? Is tearing it down going to cost more and rebuilding it, or trying to make it into what you want and not knowing what's behind the walls when you open it up, and are you going to be costing yourself more in the long run? So anyway, that's my purpose of today's video, and you have to let me know what you guys think. Would you tear it down and build new, or would you not even buy it to begin with? I don't know. I don't know this area. I'm not an investor, but from that standpoint, I think it would be hard for me. I don't think I would have bought that one. But anyway, this channel's really cool. You should check them out. They're fun to watch. They go through a lot of cool houses. But let me know what you guys think, and we will see you on the next one.